Okay, as your number one plug on construction matters, I want to bring to you how the crushed stones that are being used for concrete, how it is being produced. First is to identify a rock. When this is completed, when you identify the rock, and the next stage is to run some tests like deformation tests. You also carry out ultrasonic test. Ultrasonic test shows you what is inside the rock. Okay, and when this one is completed and the rock is found to be suitable and the compressive strength of the rock is found to be suitable for construction purposes, that is to say that the rock has maximum strength, it has maximum life in it. You cannot construct with dead materials, because in construction world, every item is determined by its strength, the strength it gives. So having completed your test, the next stage is to seek for approvals from relevant authorities like Ministry of Mines and Steel, State Security Services, and some other agencies. The agencies that actually give approval before you can start processing of this rock properly. This is so because there are dangerous materials that are being used to actually get this rock to pieces, and these agencies they have to be aware of your intention with these dangerous items, because you have to blast this rock to pieces to some sizes before you can process them. So, having gotten your approval from these relevant authorities, the next stage is to mobilize your equipment to the rock site. Some of these equipment are like one of these you're seeing here, a machine. What this does is to drill into the rock. It drills into the rock and manually explosives will be planted into the rock and then blasted into boulders, different sizes. If you watch here, you can see that the shape of the rock now, it has some steps. It means that it is controlled blasting that is being carried out here. They're controlling it so that it won't blast to the point of destroying the installed equipment or some household around the neighborhood. So, having installed and blasted with those explosives, the next stage will be to use some equipment to cut or carry these boulders into different machines so that they will crush and give you different sizes, like the one you're seeing here. Okay, this one gives you can see here, this one you can see this size of stone. You can see the other smaller sizes there. That is to say that this machine, this equipment, this crusher, it's actually called a crusher. These crushers can crush into different particles. You have boulders, you have 1 inch, you have ½ inch, you have 3/8, you have dust. Okay, all these materials are being used in the construction industry. They have their different uses. Boulders can be used for stabilization, depending on the type of construction you're doing. ½ inch can be used for concrete, 1 inch can be different purposes and different strengths depending on the strength you're trying to achieve with this. And you know, you can't make do with only stone depending on what you want to do. You can see one of these trucks here, the size of stone it's carrying. It's going to carry it into a machine that will be able to crush and give you the size that is required for your construction. Okay, so having blasted and transported, you can see the truck as it's coming, it's rolling. It has loaded, is at the verge of transporting it to the crusher that will crush it, grind it. Let me use grinding, locally being used. Grind it into different sizes. You can see the kind of sizes, the size of here. You can see. So this would take it the crusher. The crusher will take it and grind it into different sizes. Okay, my journey to the quarry. Okay, the sun is much, but this is what I'm born for. This is what I love doing. It is inbuilt in me. Anybody who knows me back home, way back home, will know that I come from a family of engineering. My father was a great builder. My father was a great builder. Chief builder Edwin also. He was a great builder during his time. And in my family, we have a complete engineering team. My father was a builder. I am a registered engineer. I have an architect as a brother. And in my family, we have a tiler. We have all the technicians are complete. You know why? Because you cannot be idle around my father. He must engage you into one craft or the other. He must engage you into one department of the building section or the other. Okay, so back to our topic. So you can see the size. There's a crusher mounted already. It's a crusher. This size is called dust. It's called dust 1. Is being used. Can see me under the sun. Can see me under the sun, though I love doing my work. So back to our topic. The size is for those that produce concrete blocks. The size is called half inch. This size is called half inch, is mixed. We have 1 inch. This one is majorly for concrete. We have 1 inch. You see this, the way these stones are crushed, some of them have sharp edges. It is intentionally produced this way. It is intentionally produced this way. Those sharp edges, it gives it more strength than when it's rounded. Okay, you can see this other size. This size can be used for stabilization, where your building is waterlogged, or majorly in a waterlogged area. These crushers, they're actually doing a great job This is one section of the crushers. So like I said, these boulders are used for stabilization, where you have swampy areas, either for your building or for your road. A road can also be stabilized before other processes can get started. So this is the engine room of these crushers, because this is where the oil is supplied, maintained. The engine room is maintained and it supplies to all the crushers. Okay. We are moving to another section of the quarry. This section is also where boulders are crushed, are grinded into different particles. And you know, in construction, different particles are actually very important. You cannot use, for example, this, you cannot use just the size of stone to do concrete. The sizes must be balanced. That is what we literally call well-graded particles, that your concrete is well-graded. So you use different particles. That is why they are crushing different particles. You can't use one particle, one type of size to do your concrete. It must be balanced. If you use this only one size, by the time you place them together, you will find that there will be gap inside. So by the time you use different particles, the gap that this one would have created, smaller one will fill in the space. That is to say your concrete is well graded. If it's only this, it is poorly graded. If it's this size and the smallest, that means it is gap graded. There is gap in between the sizes. But when you put in different sizes and mix them together, the smaller ones enter into the pores that the bigger ones would have created, making it to be well graded. So here we are in another section of the quarry. You can see this section. Okay, you can see this section producing different particles, different materials. Okay, now look at this. See how big and wide this belt is. It is this belt that rolls these particles. Okay, you can see this different section, different particles. Okay, it's another section. Okay. Continuing our journey, you can see different machines. Though at this point the machines are not in use, they are on break, because these machines are not operating themselves. People are operating the machines and this is their break time. I've actually had some one-on-one discussions with them before this section, before I came down to the quarry itself. Okay, this is another type of dust. You can see this one is finer. This one is finer, puree, a kind of, you can't get that kind of puree. Okay, but for rock to be grinded to this stage, It is not something you can do manually. It is a machine work. So you can see another size, Puri. This one is for block production. You can see another one, block production. You can see this is where they heap some of this material. When it is crushed, they transfer it to this point. From this point, when someone comes to purchase these crushed stones, it will be loaded with the help of a payloader. It will be loaded into your truck. So this is where it is dumped. It is called dump area. This is where it is dumped. This is another Puri, another Puri material. The dust is very smooth. Every of these sizes have their different uses. You can't use dust when you're doing concrete. It is basically for a different type of construction usage. Okay, there are different types, different types. Okay, so this is basically our journey today. Okay, I hope you have learned something, that this is how all these materials are processed. All these materials for construction work, they are processed this way so that you can have different sizes for your different construction purposes, depending on the design. The design of every construction work actually says the type of material that should be used for its construction. So here is the payloader. Just loaded the truck. This is a pearl loader. Pearl. That's the bucket in front. So this that loads this. I think why they are here, it seems okay, this is the bucket that loads every of these materials into the truck. They have different bucket sizes. Okay. You know, before you come into this arena, your truck is weighed. There's something I am suspecting here. Your truck is weighed on the weighing bridge by the inlet. So when this truck is weighed and you make payments, the weight of your truck is known. Weight of empty truck is known because it goes to the weighing bridge, stands and gets weighed. So the weight of this is known. So by the time you make purchase, maybe you want to buy 30 tons, your truck is loaded with 30 tons. And on your way out, you also weigh your truck. So by the time this truck with material is weighed again, the weight of empty truck is subtracted out of the total quantity. And if the 30 tons you paid for is not complete, you come back and add more. So basically that was what happened why that truck came in with load and some little quantities were added to him before he left again. So this is why he came and some quantities were added before he left. So you can see this empty truck. This one came in empty. Must have been weighed on the weighing bridge. and it will be loaded with material. The price is actually high, very high. It's noise of trucks. Construction area is not quiet. It's not where you enjoy serenity. There's nothing like serenity in construction camp. So bear with me. We keep going back. We are going back now. I will show you the weighing bridge in and the weighing bridge out. So basically this is what we have here. I hope you have seen all the machines, the crushers, the rock. We're going back, so for you to see the way bridges. You can see these vehicles on the way bridge on their way out. This is where the quantity you want is determined, because on your way in, like I initially said, you weigh your truck, your empty truck. It is weighed, and the weight of the empty truck is put aside. Okay, you can see this truck. It's coming in. As it's coming in, it's going to stand. You can see it is stand still. It's standing on the weighing bridge in. On the weighing bridge on your way in. The other one we load on the weighing bridge out. This is where it is weighed first. It is weighed here first, and the weight of empty truck is determined. So when it goes in, gets loaded, it comes and be on the weighing bridge on his way out, like this one, to determine the quantity loaded on it. You can see it has been weighed, confirmed, and it has left. And this one is being weighed. It's being weighed before it can go into the area. So this is basically what we have here, and this is what we have here. There's the rock again, steps. You can see the steps, meaning that the blasting is being controlled. There's a way you plant explosives into this rock and it will blast the whole place. So that is why it is being controlled, so that it doesn't get some of this equipment damaged. This equipment worth some good fortune, so you don't blast and get it damaged. Okay, so this is what we have, and I hope you enjoy this with me. Subscribe, click on the like button, like my videos, and share for people to get. Millions of people out there that do not know how these materials are gotten. This is what I'm bringing to your doorstep, how these materials are made, how these materials are processed for construction purposes. Okay, this is the weighing bridge, empty without a vehicle on it. See how it is? It is built and connected to the system, the computers inside. So when it stands here, it will be shown on the computer. The weight of your truck will be shown on the computer. So, and this is where the weight of the material, when you deduct, when you remove the weight of empty truck and you now have new weight, which is the weight of truck, full load of truck. So you deduct this and you know the exact quantity. Okay, this is the outgoing weighing balance. You can see the weight. This is the weight of the truck. This is the truck thing on the system, and this is the weight. Okay, this 28.950, approximately 30 tons. So this is basically how this works, and you can see the truck over there. When this is determined and confirmed, again, a receipt will be issued to him. You can see the receipt printing with the accurate tonnage of material loaded into the truck, and a gate pass will be issued to the truck so that he will be allowed passage out of the quarry premises. Wow, beautiful. Okay, weight of coming, weight of the truck coming in. I see the empty truck is 30.400. Thank you.